Pawnbrokers.
I brought a couple of bags.
That's where I come in.
Serves Britain's elite.
I love luxury and I love expensive things.
Here the well-to-do
We'll drink a lot of champagne and have a good life.
swap high-end goods
Big menu.
Ka-ching!
for huge sums.
Worth £2 to £3 million.
My God.
The man behind it all
Just a little schoolboy riff.
is entrepreneur James Constantino.
I love dealing in high-end assets. The bigger the number, the better it is.
We can offer you £100,000.
What?
Impressive.
This time,
Got it here, actually.
Gorgeous?
a stunning family heirloom,
James, this is amazing.
an abundance of bags,
I love this one.
That is really cute.
and a visit to Marbella
There's no sign of a boat. You are on your way, aren't you?
leaves James stranded.
I mean, I'm beginning to think that I'm going to look out along the horizon and see him and his shipmate coming towards me in a two-man canoe saying, what do you think of this?
Welcome to the world
Hey!
of Posh Pawn.
Hi there.
Yes, thanks.
High-end pawnbroker James is focused on making money.
I love it when a plan comes together.
He always seems to be able to do these different deals with people, and you overhear it and you're like, how did you do this?
I do pride myself in looking at almost anything.
But he can also be a distraction.
I get more work done when he's not here.
We all get
What's
more
so
work done.
ironic
We all
about
get
it?
more work when he's
Yeah,
not here. It's
yeah.
a blinking nightmare.
I'm not a control freak or anything, but I might need to have a little inspection. You know what I mean? Oh, my Lord.
This morning at the Weybridge branch, James has received an inquiry from old friend and regular international customer, Mark.
Lawrence, come in here, have a look at this. Look, you're going to love this. This is a client of ours, Mark. He's based out in Spain. He's looking for £250,000. He's opening a restaurant, so it's all pretty interesting. We've got a few other things to look at whilst we're out in Spain, so
Nice.
that could be a
So what else
good
you
one.
got?
Car, some jewellery, the boat. I mean, can you imagine me and you there? Well, me there, and you just sort of running back here, getting me a little drink, bringing it to the front.
So when are you going? Very soon?
Going next week, mate, yeah.
Oh, good on you. Not jealous at all, James.
Well, don't worry about packing your armbands just yet.
No, I don't need to worry, do I?
It makes me laugh. I don't think it's great resemblance, but it's a little bit of fun. I don't think I look my age. I'm feeling quite youthful.
The boat belongs to Marbella resident and businessman Mark.
God, I'm going a bit bald up there. Oh, well. We might need those two tables somehow.
You want both of them?
Yeah.
So yours?
His latest venture is a restaurant on the outskirts of town.
It's just unique. It's in its own grounds, has its own swimming pool. The gardens are lovely. It is just a wonderful restaurant. I am so proud of it. For many years, I've always been a customer, and I didn't realise how much work there is involved in being a restaurateur. I have taken risks. It has taken a lot of work to get to where I am. The hard work is now paying off. I wouldn't mind a glass of champagne if you wouldn't mind. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. The perks of the job. I feel that I have a purpose in life with this restaurant. It's my love of my life.
Now Mark has big plans for the project.
How many people on this one?
16.
16?
16.
I wish to build an extension so that in the winter I can have another 150 covers. I wish to have weddings here and events. My idea here is to build 3 log cabins for bride and groom's bed and breakfast. I need to borrow in excess of 200,000. Ideally, 250,000 would be fine. Ali, hi, how are you? You all right?
To raise the money, Mark wants to take a loan against his 75-foot luxury yacht.
I can travel at a moment's notice, in style, in comfort. It has 6 cabins, 5 bathrooms. It is a large beast. It is a big thing that I am pawning my boat. I also live on that boat as well. Everyone is so friendly. It's just nice being able to wave to people. There's always something going on living on a boat. It's just fun. I believe that if you don't take a calculated risk, then you won't get any further in life.
Hello, I've got some stuff to sell, please.
Okay, sure, let's have a look.
At the pawn shop's headquarters in Hatton Garden, assistant manager Michael has requested a private meeting.
Hi, James. Do you have a moment?
Yeah, come in. All right. How you been?
Good. So I've got some big news.
Big news. I like big news.
You might not like this big news. I need to have my notice in.
Oh no, you're joking. Oh, why's that?
I'm starting my own business.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that is big news.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's brilliant for you, anyway. Maybe not so good for me. Cheers, Michael. Thanks for that. Any more good news, let me know, yeah? Cheers. Thanks a lot. I had no idea that Michael was even thinking about leaving, to be honest with you. He's a good all-rounder, and he's going to be a tough one to replace.
How did it go?
I think James is a bit sad, but he understands.
Did he cry?
And on the inside, I'm sure he...
Did you cry?
No.
Designer handbag expert Claudia is in Weybridge with her latest inquiry.
I've just received an email from a lady called Francesca, and she's got some nice handbags, a couple of Balenciagas, Stella McCartney and Miu Miu. I think she's trying to raise about £2,000 because she wants to get herself a new Chanel. So we'll just have to see.
Shh, guys. Hoping to sell the 5 designer handbags is 39-year-old internet blogger Francesca.
The blog name is My Gypsy World, so it's everything looked through my eyes. At the beginning I was adding a lot of my travel and experiences, but now I'm more focused into fashion. My eyes light up when I talk about fashion. It's something like continuously being in love with someone. You can have up and downs, but you will always love it. What's up? I would like to wear this one with a nice belt in here and biker boots, I think. I always have a rock vibe, so I like studs, I like black, I like a lot of details, and even if I look messy, I'm not. Even if my hair looks messy, it's not. It's intentional. Cinderella is the proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life, and I strongly believe that. I think that in total is something like 30 to 50k of pounds. I love bags as well. I think that I've got something like 20 designer bags.
There's still one more bag on Francesca's wish list.
I always wanted a Chanel bag since I was, I think, a little girl, because every little fashionista wants a Chanel bag. This one is just perfect because it's the size that I want, the model that I want, in excellent conditions. It's the dream that I always had, and I think that now is the time to have it.
To raise the money for her dream bag, Francesca is looking to sell 5 pieces from her collection.
I've got a Balenciaga clutch bag. I haven't used it. It's practically brand new. This one is a Stella McCartney bag. I've got another Stella McCartney bag, but the difference is that this one is bigger and black. This one is a Miu Miu bag. The leather is just soft and it's really, really roomy inside. You can fit everything in here. I paid roughly £3,500 for all these bags. I'm not going to accept anything less than £2,000. Coco Chanel, she's my inspiration, so I would like to be like her in one way or the other. I want this bag, definitely.
Having international clientele means regular overseas trips, and today, pawn shop boss James is heading to Marbella.
Just going to say goodbye to the team. I won't be seeing Michael again, so yeah, just bid him farewell, good luck, and we'll be off. Michael, you're right. I won't be seeing you again, will I, for a while?
No, you're off.
Looks like you've got everything in the kitchen sink with you, Michael. You're packing up?
Well, to be honest, half of what's in this office is mine.
Right, yeah, probably. All right, mate, well, look, good luck, and don't be a stranger, and I'll be in touch. I'm sure we'll be doing some bits and pieces together.
Right.
Lovely.
Bye, Jeff.
Cheers.
Over 1,000 miles away from Hatton Garden, James is keen to get down to business with old friend and owner of the luxury yacht, Mark.
I'm sorry, but the person you've called is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
Mark, I'm in Spain. There's no sign of a boat. You are on your way, aren't you? It does float still, doesn't it? Give me a bell as soon as you get this message. Thank you. A bit concerned he's not picking up his phone. It was promised to be delivered today, this morning. No sign of it. I was meant to be looking at a boat this morning, but that hasn't materialised, so change of plans. I'm off to see Steve. He's got a 355 Spider. I'm going to rush down there, have a little look at this car. Quite excited about that prospect. You try that. Oh, no!
Keen to sell the Ferrari Spider is entrepreneur and one-time tennis pro, Steve.
There you go.
That might do.
Age is such a killer in sport that you start losing a few miles off your serve and this and that, etc. And it's still in the head thinking you can do it, but the body tells you perhaps not.
The best player came second. Well played.
This is the life. Cheers.
Steve moved to Spain 3 years ago after spending 13 lucrative years in Florida.
I bought some property there, established a business, and was in the right place when the real estate boom happened. Basically, I was probably earning $20,000 a day. You'd go out and sort of say, I want a Ferrari, so that's just 5 house sales. It was crazy. I was back in the UK and had a routine medical that turned into a health issue, which then sort of kept me grounded in the UK for about 6 months.
A potentially fatal heart condition led to major surgery, and Steve decided that life in the States was no longer for him.
I was looking for an alternative, and a friend suggested he was coming down to Marbella. So I came down, had a look with a view to having 6 months and seeing how it went, and then it's just gone from there, really.
With retirement now on the cards, he is looking for capital to fund one last business venture.
This is the new bar project, so definitely need further cash to throw at it. Hemorrhaging cash, shall we say. So what you start thinking you need, guess what you need? Just a little bit more. Yeah, I love to hear my builder making noises. It means something's happening. This will become the main bar area. Then all of this area here will become a big open kitchen. So it's going to be, I think, very attractive for diners. A brand new steel open kitchen doesn't come cheaply. So we're going to probably end up spending the best part of €100,000 to do that properly. So, that's a Ferrari. This is my Ferrari 355 Spider. It's done more miles being transported around the world than it's ever done on the road, and it's just got over 14,500 miles on the clock. I've had a lot of pleasure owning it, but it needs to be loved and appreciated by somebody else now. This is part and parcel of sort of trying to create a new lifestyle, you know, new business venture that we'll enjoy for as long as we enjoy it. And then if somebody wants to come and take it on to the next stage and pay us a big check for it, then thank you very much.
Hi there. Hello.
I've got these, so I was just wondering if you could have a look at them for me, please.
Yeah, of course. Do you want to pop them through?
In Weybridge, designer handbag expert Claudia and assistant Sade have taken delivery of fashion blogger Francesca's 5 bags. She wants to raise £2,000 so she can buy her dream Chanel.
Special little Stella McCartney. Love the colour, it's
so
gorgeous,
sweet.
isn't it?
Just a shame about the stain.
I know. See, that's the thing, because it's when you're wearing denim with this sort of colour, it just grabs it.
Yeah.
So this one's nice.
You like this one, don't you?
I do like
the
this
Miu
one,
Miu.
actually.
It's a good
just
colour.
a nice colour. Yeah, it goes with everything, doesn't it? It's so neutral.
Yeah. I love this one.
That is really cute.
Do you know I've been the best assistant?
So that's.
And then we have this Stella. Do you think it will do better in black?
The yellow is obviously more delicate, as we've just seen, and with the black, it's a safe bet. You'll always be able to sell a black with a silver chain bag, as we know. They've all got their dust covers. All of them, apart from the yellow one, are in really good condition, and also they're quite current styles as well. So they're not ancient, so they are quite good at reselling.
With still no sign of entrepreneur Mark and his yacht, in Marbella, James is on his way to meet Steve, who wants to sell his Ferrari Spider.
I think it certainly looks the part today in the sunshine, doesn't it? And if he likes the car, basically, then hopefully he'll consider making an offer, and we'll go from there.
This is a very special thing. I mean, they're considered to be the last proper Ferrari. So by a lot of enthusiasts and collectors, they really are sought after. If it all checks out and it is what it is supposed to be, potentially we could find a buyer for him.
Good morning, James.
How are you?
Very good, thanks. Welcome to the sweatbox.
Oh, it's hot, isn't it?
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well,
so this is the car.
That's lovely, isn't it? To be honest with you, these cars, well, you probably know, over the last couple of years have gone through the roof in terms of their value. They really have become the one to own. I mean, let's have a little look at the condition. I've noticed that one of the alloys straight away there needs refurbing.
On it, yeah.
Not any big deal. I mean,
No.
probably you're looking at probably £100 to get that sorted.
Yeah.
The bodywork, the paint looks lovely. Is she open?
Yeah, she is.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Seat needs a little bit of a refurb on this edge.
Yeah.
Can we start her up?
There is a noise there, and I think it's a little bit of water pump issue. That's the noise.
Lovely, doesn't it? It's whirling away, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Basically, this has had a very cosseted life.
You've been poodling around in this, doing nothing, getting your newspaper and your milk, haven't you?
Sunday afternoon, yeah.
I can
Go and get
tell.
the newspaper.
So what are you looking for in terms of the money?
Close to about €100,000, James. Which...
So that's just over 80-odd thousand pounds, isn't it? 84,
yeah, on the exchange rate.
Like
Yeah. So.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Well, at least we've got something to work with. I shall come back to you as quickly as I can. Cheers, Steve.
Pleasure.
Lovely.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Fantastic.
I think he liked the car, so I think it went very well, and hopefully after he's had a chat with his contacts, etc., he'll come back with a sensible offer.
It needs a service and it needs a water pump. Now, we've got to factor that into the value of the car, but to be honest with you, it's in the right colour, it's the right spec. It's a very, very honest original old car, despite the fact that it does need a little bit of fettling with to get up to scratch.
call is not available.
is useless.
Please leave your message after the tone.
Mark, I'm still waiting in Marbella. I'm waiting for the boat to turn up. Please give me a call. Let me know if it's on its way. I've got a horrible feeling that you've sunk. I'm going to need it to come pretty quick because I'm going back pretty quick. And if it doesn't arrive soon, we're going to miss out.
Still hopeful of making some money on the trip, James is turning to his third client.
We've got a really interesting couple who apparently they've got a stunning single stone diamond ring with pieces of jewellery, especially diamonds. You need to see them, touch them, feel them, grade them, and then we can work out some figures and see if we can get this deal done.
Did you also manage to get some chocolate for us for after dinner?
Definitely not, Ricardo.
Why not?
The diamond ring belongs to 29-year-old chiropractor Ricardo, who lives in Marbella with his girlfriend of 2 years, Kristen.
I was literally on the dance floor, and then in the corner of my eye, I just saw this person just staring at me. It was just weird. Like, I just felt like this uneasiness almost about me, you know what I mean?
Sort of the other way around, I think. Hey, you had those like stalker eyes on you.
The couple recently moved to Spain after being robbed in their native South Africa.
There was about 5 or 6 people with guns. One guy around Kristen, and then I kind of went, hey, what's happening here? And then he pulled the gun straight on me, and then 2 guys came inside, asked me for my car key, my wallet, my cell phone. Literally, we gave them everything.
And they took everything.
And they took everything. And fortunately, we weren't harmed or hurt in that incident. We were just quite shaken up by that whole experience. And we just thought we need to start looking.
Spain was most appealing.
Yeah.
Both Ricardo and myself are very positive about the future. It's been tough. But that said, you know, we're here for a reason, and I do believe it's meant to be. Definitely.
Cross your arms here for me. Good, nice and relaxed again.
When the opportunity arose, Ricardo jumped at the chance to use his skills at a local chiropractor's clinic.
I've only been here now in Spain for 8 weeks. At this centre, though, I've been here for 4 weeks. So it's all been very, very new and overwhelming at the same time. Huh? It was an awesome opportunity that literally fell into my lap, and I took it with both hands and making it work. I really want to be involved, and I want to financially invest and make this my project and my baby, and make it really, really work. Huh?
To raise the collateral needed to invest in the business, Ricardo is hoping to loan against a diamond ring inherited from his late grandmother.
That ring's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Huh? I'm surprised Kristen hasn't fought me for it. I actually have no idea what the value is, what carat it is, so that's why James is going to play a big part in this new adventure for us, because he's going to tell us what it's worth. The ring is a family heirloom, so it's something that I don't really want to get rid of in totality. Ideally, we could loan it against it, so I can always keep it in the family and keep it for generation to generation. I'm very optimistic that this ring will basically give me 40 to 50,000 euros at least. This is the solution of me raising enough money where I can buy into the chiropractic clinic and continue my amazing adventure here in Spain.
While James is away in Spain, the pawn shop staff calmly go about business.
It is quite ostentatious.
Yeah, that's huge, actually.
But the boss is still keen to update memorabilia expert Lawrence on his Spanish trip.
Good afternoon, Prestige. Lawrence speaking, how can I help?
Lawrence, hi mate, it's James, how you doing?
Hi James, how are you?
I've had a few problems, mate, to be honest with you. Boat hasn't turned up. I mean, I'm beginning to think that I'm going to look out along the horizon and see him and his shipmate coming towards me in a 2-man canoe saying, what do you think of this? Because it's getting to that sort of level, to be quite honest with you. It's not going too well. Anyway, I just thought I'd check in with you and keep me posted, yeah?
Well, I hope things get better for you, James.
All right, mate, be good.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
I'm always feeling sort of a little bit of happiness that he's suffering out there, so which is wrong, but we all enjoy that occasionally. Now the boss is suffering a little bit.
With With James still no closer to finding Mark and his boat, he's on his way to visit chiropractor Ricardo to appraise his diamond ring.
I guess a little bit anxious because today could be the start of my new life. So James has got the sort of future in his hands.
But the stone apparently is in excess of 5 carats. So it's a big rock. £35,000 is a hell of a lot of money for a single stone diamond ring. But you never know, it could be exceptional. Ricardo.
Hello.
How are you? It's James.
James, very nice to
How you doing, mate?
with me, man.
Thank you.
Cool.
You're
Take
all
a
right?
seat on the table over there.
How are you?
Very good, eh? Can't complain.
So what is it you're looking to do, Ricardo? Where do you need to be?
I'm hoping that I can get a little bit of money and buy into the chiropractic practice that I'm working in at the moment.
Right, let's have a little look, see what we got. Glasses open. You're looking at nearly 6 carat of diamonds. So that in diamond terms is a bit of a whopper, to be quite honest with you. With these things, it's down to the colour and clarity. So what I'd like to do, if possible, is take it with me, do a little bit more work on it, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine. Just go on with your life.
I'll look after it, don't worry about that. It's in my capable hands, so you can trust me. I'll be in touch.
Thank you so much, James. Much appreciated, eh?
Lovely, thanks.
Cheers.
Wow, this actually is of interest. In terms of its quality, I think it's right out there. Whether or not it's 30 to 40 grand's worth, I don't know at this stage.
I think he was impressed, but he is quite a cool cat. So he's holding quite a few cards close to his chest.
I heard Ian was in Marbella celebrating his anniversary, and it was a golden opportunity for me. I was going to give him a call and see if he could help out with Ricardo's ring. Hi Ian, you alright?
I am sitting in a restaurant in Marbella.
So you're out over here on your anniversary and you've decided to come to the port. I've got a piece of jewellery here. I wouldn't mind you having a little look at it for me as well. But it'd be nice to see you.
For you, I'd do anything. You know that.
Alright, well let's just look at the jewellery first, shall we? Get that out of the way. Cheers Ian. Bye. He's actually in the port, which is great. I've got the diamond ring with me so I can go and meet him. Fantastic.
Expert Ian has put his holiday on hold to help his old friend out.
You alright, mate? How you doing?
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Isn't this amazing?
It's beautiful. What a view. I went to see a client yesterday with a diamond ring. I've got it here, actually.
Is it gorgeous?
Well, I haven't made an offer yet, but I've
Don't.
got... No, well, I won't yet. But have a look, see what you think. What do you think of
my God. This is beautiful. What a color.
And
Do you have a loop with you? James, this is amazing. It's white. It's totally clean.
I've measured it up. Comes in at around 6 carats.
But you can only pay what is worth.
Oh, don't worry about that. It's going to be a big line drawn.
With the beard, I can agree.
Well, yeah,
okay.
The old beard helps.
So,
lovely.
darling.
Thank you.
Negotiate. Don't give it away.
You know me. Negotiation's my middle name.
Absolutely. Thank you. Take
See you
care.
later.
Lots of love.
When you're out here by yourself, looking at these pieces, you can be a little bit twitchy when it comes to the values, but it's just nice to have Ian on board, and really it's just another insurance policy.
Still hopeful of securing a deal for the 75-foot yacht, the main reason he went to Marbella, James tries again to phone old friend and client Mark.
Hi, James.
I've been phoning you for days. What's happening? Leaving messages, no phone calls back, nothing.
Well, no, I've been in Morocco, and you can't get hold of me.
What were you doing in Morocco?
My boat was being fixed over there, and then I've had to bring it back quickly for you, and it's still not fixed fully.
Well, look, is it likely that we're going to get the boat down here or not?
I'll probably be able to get the boat down there.
I'll just wait for you to give me a call then.
Okay, I'll speak to you soon. Take care.
Shut up. Look, the problem for me is the engine, by his own account, is broken. So it's going to be really difficult for me to lend 250 grand against a boat that hasn't got an engine. good thing is that we have got 2 other clients on the boil, which is good. So it might not be a total wasted trip, but this isn't really what I had in mind.
Marbella businessman Steve is waiting to hear if James has found a buyer for his Ferrari Spider. He's hoping to raise £80,000 to finish the renovation of his new restaurant.
Feeling good. Looking forward to seeing James later and hoping that we can have a successful deal.
When you're trying to present something to a buyer or a collector and you say, oh, well, look, it needs a service, needs a water pump, that does detract a little bit and it takes the cream off it, but it has got a lot going for it.
Oh, hi, James.
Steve, you all right,
Wasn't
mate?
expecting you yet. Do go through to the left.
Round here?
Yep.
As you know, I've been doing a little bit of work on the figures. The car needs a little bit of attention. I mean, you've got the service and the water pump, as you've pointed out to me. Saying that, it's a good, honest, original 355, and I think that's how collectors and enthusiasts like to see them. So what are you actually looking for?
Well, obviously I was sort of trying to get towards the 100,000 euros.
I've actually got someone through a contact here in Spain that would love to own your car.
Wow.
So that is a good bit of news.
Yeah.
The figure that they've presented to me is 70,000 UK pounds.
Okay.
So I don't know how that fits with you, or...
I don't think that's too far away for me to sort of say, yes, I could do that deal, James.
Fantastic. Well, look, he's keen as mustard to come and meet you and have a look at the car and get the deal done. So
fine.
Fantastic, mate.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for your time. We'll be in touch.
I hope you enjoy the rest of the time in Marbella.
Brilliant, mate. Well, we've got a few deals to put together whilst we're here, so I'll let you crack on.
Okay, thank you.
Lovely, mate. Cheers. Thank you.
The bar restaurant does need, a lot of work doing to it, and so that involves cash, and so this will obviously be a big help.
Well, it's a fantastic start. I mean, it's the first deal on the table that we've managed to do. We've got some issues with the boat, so just to have one under my belt at this stage feels pretty good.
James also has news for chiropractor Ricardo about the diamond ring which he hopes to loan against to buy a partnership in a clinic.
What James is going to tell me now definitely can make or break me in the next couple of months, in a sense, because this money I need so I can further my life and further my career. So I'm hoping James gives me really good news and that big things.
I mean, he wants a hell of a lot of money for it, but it's a beautiful ring, and we've been looking into the values, and I think I'm about there when it comes to being able to present it with a number.
James has reached a decision on the loan chiropractor Ricardo wants against his late grandmother's diamond ring.
How you doing, Ricardo?
Hey, James, how are you?
How you doing?
Hey, how are
you all right? How are you?
Good.
Good.
Come through and take a seat on the table.
We're in here, are we?
Yeah, that's it.
Lovely. So,
all right.
Straight down to the business.
Not there.
Just joking.
Sure.
Well, what a fantastic ring you've got. Just run through the numbers again with me, just so as I'm perfectly clear in what you're trying to do. And
what we need, or what I'm wanting for the ring, is between 30 to 40,000 euros, and I know that works out in pounds to being about 25,000 pounds to about 33,000 pounds. So that's what I'm needing for the ring.
Well, whoever purchased this ring had very good taste. I just want to tell you that.
Oh, brilliant.
It's quite exceptional in its colour and clarity and its cut. So it's got all that going for it. It's of a great size. So I can tell you that your ring is worth in excess of 200,000 UK pounds. That's retail money, so it's quite something. So your 25 to 33,000 UK pounds loan is not a problem at all.
Wow. Okay, sheesh. Oh, that's definitely more than what we were expecting, hey? So that's fantastic. Sheesh. Such great news, James. Thank you so much. Sheesh, yeah, you just made my Friday a whole lot better.
Brilliant.
Awesome, James. Thank you so much for coming through.
Lovely.
Brilliant.
Thanks for the good
Cheers,
news.
darling.
Oh, we're feeling so ecstatic right now.
I know.
James coming here today has literally made us take one step closer to our end goal or end dream. So now I can at least buy into the chiropractic centre and make it mine, eh?
What an incredible situation to be in for those guys. I mean, they're starting the day, they've got a ring, potentially, that's got the value of a house. So it's like having a house on your finger. It's great news to be able to deliver. It's a figure that's going to change their lives and cement their future here in Marbella in terms of what they want to do with their business.
James might be out of the country, but the staff are keen to give gemologist Michael a good send-off.
Michael!
Oh, and cards as well.
It's just to say we're really not going to miss you.
So you want me to open my own?
You open it.
Can you open it?
Hi, but
Yes, I
can. What does it say? Good luck. I hope a pigeon poos on your shoulder.
Thank you. That is good luck.
We did get the champagne out while James was away, and we might get in trouble for that.
The person that's going to miss Michael the most, I think, will be myself. I mean, he brings us so much knowledge into the office and he teaches me so much.
With James's flight to London only hours away, he receives a long-awaited phone call.
Mark, is that you?
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good, actually. I'm now back in Marbella. Just wondering if you're around. I can't take you out on it, but I would like you to see it.
Well, I'm all packed up, mate. I'm ready to go. I've got to be at the airport in a couple of hours, so...
Where are you then? The old port in Marbella. If you could come down and see me.
I'll find you. Don't tell me you're the biggest boat in the port, yeah?
I am the biggest boat in the port, yes.
All right, mate. Cheers. Bye.
Okay, take care. Bye.
Thanks a lot. Mark's messed me around, there's no doubt about it, over the last few days. But I'm here. I've got a couple of hours to kill. I could shoot down there and have a little look.
With time running out to secure a deal, James can finally appraise Mark's 75-foot yacht to see if he can lend him the £250,000 he's after.
You all right?
I'm very well, thank you. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a pleasure. Well, where have you been?
I've been all over the place, actually, James. My boat has had some problems over the last few days. Unfortunately, one of the engines seized on me.
Well, look, I'm here now.
Please come and have a look.
What the hell is that? That looks like Rod Stewart after Ram raiding cake shops. That is ridiculous. Look at your face.
Yeah, it's a caricature.
Oh, I don't believe that. So what next?
I'll show you downstairs.
Lovely.
This is my little parlour.
Well, this is quite nice, isn't it?
Come in.
It's quite a big old boat, isn't it?
Not so much the old.
Okay.
This is the engine. Well, there are two engines.
Wow.
That's the one which I have a slight problem on at the moment. They're normally very, very reliable
Look at
engines.
the size of them. They're absolutely enormous. I'm impressed with them.
Would you like to hear it if I start it up?
Go on then, start her up. Let's have a listen to it. Fantastic, isn't it?
It's an awful lot of upkeep.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm thinking about.
To get the engine back together, my mechanic says it's about €750.
So what do you want to do, Mark? What are you trying to get to?
I'm after about 250,000.
250 grand. What do you think the boat's worth?
I've had it valued around 600,000. Full
that was
sale.
with two engines though, wasn't it?
Before you lend me any money, I will make sure the engine is working.
Right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to the UK. I can't make a decision here while I'm here now because it's too rushed. I'll be back to you within the coming days. I'm going to get back to the airport now, mate.
Thank you very much indeed for coming, James. Much appreciated.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. All the best.
Bye. At this stage, I don't know if this thing is even seaworthy. It's not even running, so I'm going to need to take some advice on that.
Now I just have to have a nice gin and tonic, and I will await James to school.
Fashion blogger Francesca has arrived in Weybridge as Claudia is ready to tell her whether her 5 designer handbags can raise enough money for her to buy her dream Chanel.
I'm hoping to have £2,000 because she's happy about the bags, but being realistic, I think that she's going to propose me a couple of £100 less.
It hasn't been the easiest inquiry. I've done loads of research and I'm going to have a chat with her and, you know, let her know where I'm coming from and see where it takes us.
Hello.
Hi, Francesca, you all right?
Yes, thank you. Are you okay?
Yeah, take a seat. So if we start with the yellow Stella McCartney, I love this one. It's actually my favourite one, to be honest with you. But the problem is the dye that is all over it. You see, the worst bit was around here.
Because I'm used to wear like this, and so it's,
I know.
makes sense.
Okay, now the larger Falabella, we would also need to get it sent off to get professionally cleaned because it has got some kind of like sort of fluffy bits and hairs and things on it. So with the Balenciaga, brand-wise, they're a good brand, but it's really kind of hit and miss, which is, you know, which will sell in the secondary market. This one, I love this one. It's so nice. It's a good bag. It's got, you know, it's a nice shape. How much were you hoping to get for all of them?
Hoping £2,000.
Around £2,000.
Yes, around £2,000. Yeah.
So I'm kind of basing the offer on really these 4 bits. With that one, it would be a risk because we don't know whether the denim, you know, stain would come out or not. I have tried my best to try and obviously, you know, make the highest offer as possible. Done some thorough research. I've looked at websites where they've got all these brands for sale and auction websites where they've actually sold and what the, you know, sold prices are. But it's really kind of hit and miss because they're not as strong in the secondary market.
Okay.
You know, they're not the strongest kind of, you know, styles, and also they can take quite a long time to sell. I have reached a figure. The maximum that we'd be able to go up to would be about £800.
Definitely no.
No.
No way. No.
So that would be the most that we would be able to, you know, pay for them. But thank you for coming in and bringing them into us.
It was just worth to try. And to me it's better just keep it and enjoying it. And
yeah, exactly. Even if you keep them in your cupboard and now and then just, you know.
Yes, just once a year.
Get them out and stroke them. I think Francesca took the news really well. Better than I expected anyway. When it comes to giving bad news, I like to be as thorough as possible and trying to explain where I've reached the decision and how I've come to it, and hoping that you know, the customer understands and kind of like sees it as a realistic offer rather than, you know, me trying to take the mick out of them.
I think that the Chanel bag needs to wait a little. I'll be a good girl, save some money and buy the bag in maybe 6 months' time, hopefully.
Following an eventful business trip to Marbella, James has arrived back at headquarters.
Morning, you all right?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Hello. Oh, look at you. You look very tanned.
I look healthy and
you look very healthy and tanned and
lovely,
relaxed.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah, good. Things are great here, James.
Are they?
Fantastic.
Well, we've got a lot done anyway.
Good.
You look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
In Marbella, it's now entrepreneur Mark who's left waiting to see if James can reach the £250,000 loan he wants to expand his restaurant.
I always get a little bit nervous because with James, if he agrees it, I can have the cash here tomorrow and then I can start the building work. He is that quick.
We flew all the way out there, got given the run around. We heard tales of broken down in Morocco, run out of fuel. It's a hell of a lot of money for a boat with only one engine, so potentially could just sort of go around in circles. So let's give him a quick call.
Hello, Mark Kelly.
Mark, hi. James, how are you?
I'm very good, actually. Thank you. A lot hinges on this telephone call and what you're prepared to lend me.
All right, what's going on with the engines, Mark?
Right, it's been fixed. It was only about €500. So it's over to you, James.
I mean, look, I have got some numbers for you, but there is a bit to consider. The boat needs a little bit of work, a little bit of finishing. But saying that, I think commercially it's very attractive in terms of chartering and so forth. So it's got some value. I can tell you, Mark, that I can get to 180,000 on it as a loan. I know you wanted a little bit more, but how's that fit with you?
To be honest, James, that's fine. Having that 180,000 would enable me to start the works that I require.
And I'm glad it gets you out of a hold.
Yep, that's really kind of you. I much appreciate it. And please come over to a restaurant and come and see us. All right,
have you got any prawn cocktails there?
No.
Only one of the prawns would probably work, wouldn't it?
Yeah, right, absolutely.
The other prawn would be broken.
Yeah.
Lovely. Be good.
Okay, thanks, mate. Adios. Thank you.
Mate.
Bye. Ah, what a relief. I'm very pleased with James's offer. I mean, once again, he's come up with the mark. He's happy to lend me the money within 3 days. What a great service. I'm very, very happy.
It was a pain in the butt, to be quite honest with you. And you do get clients that do test your patience, and Mark was one of them. All's good now, and we're able to release funds. So it's all fantastic. Couldn't get any better than that.
Next time on Posh Pawn.
Blimey.
That is lovely.
Sammy Davis Jr. That's a proper piece of memorabilia, that
It is. A bit bumpy. Why is it bumpy? Oh dear, can't believe what's just happened to me.